Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. Got a little music cooking. We'll wait, a minute or two while people begin to join. But I'm Jack. I'm here with Brandon. Brandon, pleasure to have you co-hosting. The webinar is sponsored by Shipcom, a 3PL that works with a lot of e-commerce brands. We'll go in and talk a little bit about that today. But yeah, we're thrilled to be here. As you can see from the screen being shared, one of the fun, exciting aspects of the call is that what we're going to do today is going to be 30 minutes, so a little bit shorter, and we're going to do three live unboxings of three different brands. And then everyone on the call, we're going to score. We're going to rate the experience from purchase to unboxed. I see the chat going a little bit. Pleasure to have everyone in. Michael, good to see you. For everyone else who's just joining, would love to hear, where you're calling in from. I'm from Washington, D.C. myself. So a little on the East Coast from Indiana. But yeah, Katrina, pleasure to see you. Brandon, quick
That's me.
introduction and a little bit about
I'm the one. I'm the
Shipcom.
one typing. I'm from Indiana.
No, I know, I
That's
see you.
me.
That's good.
Welcome back, Katrina, Michael. Yep, squad's here. It's awesome. Katrina and I had a good call actually last Friday, right after this. She was the winner last week, so
Yeah.
on the unboxing, which is super cool. Yeah, we got a kind of a hot and heavy this week. We're going to shorten the time frame up. We want to respect everybody's time these days, but also we think we can get our good content in 30 minutes and unbox some packages. And I think that's going to be our new modality going forward. So everyone can come in for a quick hot minute and enjoy some takeaways and score some boxes, and we can get off and running. So I'm Brandon, head of growth at Shipcom. And yeah, we're a third-party logistics company. So one of the things I wanted to talk about before we dive into everything today is just how we score these, right? So it's a group chat. We want everyone to jump in, score the way we look at these boxes and packages. We do an overall kind of like 0 to 10 scoring. And the way that it's set up is we basically purchase the product, and I will give you details of like what we paid for it, what the service was, when we ordered it, when it shipped, when it arrived, and then we will unbox it. And that whole experience is what you give the score on. All right. So we had, I think, some 8s last week. We've had some 4s before. We've had some 3s. We've had 9 4s. There's no right or wrong score. So please just feel free, enjoy it, get into it, get in the mix. Love to hear feedback and what everybody's got going on. And we have a little bit of fun. So
Yes, let's
I
have a
think,
little
did
bit
I
of
do that?
fun.
Did I do that right, Jack?
Yeah,
Is
that's
everything?
wonderful.
All
Who do
right.
we got this week, Brandon? We have Pepper, right? Where Pepper, Mike's Hot Honey, and Old State Farms, which I'm most
Yep.
excited for Old State Farms because I spent like 5, 6 years in Vermont, northern Vermont. I'm a big Vermonter. I want to check out the maple syrup. I want to see how it looks.
Yeah, it's gonna be sweet. So, and then we'll drop my link in here. If anybody wants to chit chat after, you can book some time with me and we can talk about all different things. So we're gonna talk about packaging, we're gonna talk about savings on freight, a
Yeah.
little bit on returns, and kind of dive into it. So, we're a third-party logistics company. We like to consider ourselves more like a third-party operations. We help omni-channel brands scale their business by storing their inventory, warehousing it with us, and then we connect them and their stores to the inventory we have, and we ship their products all over the world, right? And so we ship millions and millions of packages. I'm not the one actually shipping them, but the company, we do. And so we have a lot of experience of what freight to use, what carrier to use, when should you
Mhm.
do this, when should you do that, and different types of packaging. And so that's part of the experience and expertise that we bring to the table. And yeah, that's a little bit about us. So without further ado, we're going to hop right into our first deal. Where Pepper.
Okay,
So
yes.
yeah, you want to tee this up for me, Jack? Because you know them pretty well,
Yeah,
right?
I've worked with some folks from Where Pepper in the past, so I'm excited. And I've never, like I haven't seen what the post-purchase experience is like. So, they're a lingerie brand specializing, with designs for women with smaller cup sizes. And yeah, I'm familiar with some of the folks at the company itself. So, I've worked in the e-com industry for like 10 years and have had the pleasure of, meeting some wonderful people. And this will be a fun one for me just because I know a little bit of the backstory of the brand.
Love it. Pretty cool. So I will set the stage from all the things that happened. So we ordered this on 7/31. They shipped it same day. So it went out the same day, which is pretty awesome. I think I got it in, before noon. So they did a great job getting it out the same day. It delivered on 8/4. Ground shipping is what we went with. It was a $26 purchase, and we paid $9 for the shipping cost. So, and the ground service felt appropriate. It got there. I think I ordered on a Friday. I think 7/31 was a Friday, I believe. I don't know,
Mhm.
actually. And maybe a couple days before. And it arrived early next week. So good delivery time. The product was coming from Ohio, so it should be pretty close to me, just a state over. So maybe delivery time got a little bit hung up there now that I think about it. So, but it went USPS shipment. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen here and give you guys a little bit of a view here. I got to just move some stuff around. So we'll start off here. We've got a cool branded poly mailer, which is nice. So it's take up space on the back, which is nice, very cool. And then says instant boost of confidence inside. So we love this here. If you guys have been with us for a while, we love custom packaging, custom poly mailers, anything that's kind of got a little branding to it, a little sizzle. We're big fans of that. So super cool. Label is right here, nice, not blocking the logo. And then the logo is just nice and clean. It's, I see pepper there. Just super
Yeah.
clean, super clear.
So the poly mailer, is it like it looks different than what I'm used to. It's not a bubble poly mailer, it's just so I'll be curious to see how protective it is on the inside.
Yeah, no protection, no bubble at all for this product. So, oh, look at that. Technical difficulties already. Look at that shit. Look out, everybody.
Okay,
Fix
let's
this
start.
up. All right. Okay. Alrighty. So we're just gonna pop this open. Yeah, there's no protective anything going on here, but I'm just gonna nice easy open here. Uh, big bag.
Yeah,
Big
huge.
bag for tiny product. All right. So the product's pretty small there, as you guys can see. These are nippy skins, okay? So this is the product here. This is what you would place, not me, but if you needed to, one of those, that's what they
Hmm.
do, but that's the deal. But here's where we're at. And there was no packing slip in here, no kind of QR code or any sort of marketing insert. Something we like to talk about or think about is having like a little bit of additional, you know, stuff in there for resale and have that customer experience be a little bit different. But hey, that's where we're at on this. So love to see some people's scores. Again, here's the product, pretty chill. Comes in another plastic bag. It's interesting. I think, oh yeah, there's a barcode on it. Okay.
Yeah, is there a note on the back of it? I couldn't tell if that was like some type of
No,
note. Okay.
no, just the product itself.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
chat, feel free to give a couple scores if you think. Thanks, Garrick. Appreciate it. I mean, the shipping 731, like you said it, there was a little bit of a hiccup in the shipping, so I'm kind of, gonna note that on my score, um, especially for the $9 shipping cost. Big bag, no QR code. I'm gonna go 6.5. Garrick, I agree with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the custom polymer. I love the protective box. Yeah. Yeah. I think we're all kind of in agreement here, right? I could think, yeah, there could have been a little bit more extra, maybe a QR code, maybe a marketing insert, something that just kind of gets me back to the website to buy something else again, right? Would be kind of cool. But I love the custom poly bag. That's very nice. Could have been smaller, but I think it doesn't really matter from the shipping side of things. But the overall purchase to doorstep was great, and I thought they did a good job. So scores are rolling instant. Was there an email based on the shipping status being delivered to make up for the lack of inclusion of something back to the site? Good question, David. I mean, 2 seconds. I will tell you. Delivered. I got it confirmed and way to easy exchange, and then some perks. I can join some perk section here, and then it
Yeah.
was shipped with some more stuff, but nothing kind of QR code-ish. So
Yeah, Garrett,
cool.
you bring up an interesting thought too, because this is like, this is the thing. When you purchase again, I think we got lucky the product wasn't damaged. It reminds me of the box that we had last week that came in a poly mailer that the sides were cracked and the box was open. You know,
Yeah,
like that's not
that's
something we
right.
want to have happen.
No, not at all. No, no, not at all. Um, so you were 6'5"?
I'm 6'5". Where are you?
Yeah, I think there's two things, right? One, I paid $9 for shipping for ground, which seemed a little excessive. So I think there's opportunity for shipping savings there. I think as a customer, I paid a little bit more than I felt like I should have. And so I'd love to kind of analyze that a little bit. And then I think just overall, the bag size, what we got, there could have been some more stuff. We've seen some really cool packaging, and we set the bar pretty high here. So I'm a 6. I like Garrick.
Okay. I'd say the door's still wide open. And this week's short episode, 30 minutes long, rip through some unboxings, and then I can't wait to see who wins. Six is like, I don't know. With Mike's Hot, honey, who knows, right? Like, I'm kind
Oh,
of
I got an
curious for that
interesting
one.
one for Mike's Hot. I'm excited to try it, but yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. So listen, some of the things we talk about on here are just kind of tips and tricks and thoughts and ideas around, just boosting, you know, um, ways that you can try to recover, well, save money at the end of the day. If it's parcel, it's packaging, things like that. E-commerce returns is kind of the season that we have this year that we're talking about the theme, and just how important returns are in the e-commerce space and how they're just growing out of control, and I know for a fact, just when I purchase something, I don't do this, but I know that there are well, people buy a lot of multiple sizes of stuff, right? You don't know if you're going to fit into something. So there's, especially if you're running a clothing and apparel brand, these are things that are going to be happening, and people want to return stuff like, the nipple skin that I just bought, right? That might not be something I need going forward, right? Just things
Hmm.
like that, right? And whether it's for me or not, but you need to have a good returns process. I think in the world nowadays, there's got to be ways that you can, try to recover some of that capital. And I've always thought there's new technology coming out, Loop Returns, Happy Returns. There's these after ship, these different types of technology. So if you're an e-commerce brand, you should take a look at these. There are ways to help make the returns process easier, but also try to recover some capital back into your pocket from some of those returns. And we as a 3PL work with a lot of brands that have a lot of returns, and we have a pretty big depth process around that. And I think it's just there's some best practices around that. And if you're not thinking about a way to turn returns into a profit center for you, you should. And I think there's some really cool opportunities out there and really cool ideas out there.
Yeah. Yeah, one thing I learned about actually since our last session on returns is that not only is there bracketing, and I know we can hop to the next unboxing, but there's also this thing called wardrobing, right? Where
Hmm.
people purchase something to wear it once and then return it, right?
Yeah.
Then that was kind of interesting to me too. So bracketing and wardrobing, two things,
Yeah.
brands got to be aware of.
Totally, for sure. And then also there's some technology too where you can like try stuff online. So like one of actually our customers that we work with, Look Optic, which I actually ordered their product for us on next week. So they'll be on our next week unboxing. So I wanted to see
Yep.
what they did. But when I ordered it, I could try on the glasses a bit virtually and see what they look like on my face before they came in, which is pretty cool. So depending on your product, Mike's Hot Honey probably doesn't need a robust returns thing, right? At the end of the day, selling
Yeah.
hot sauce and stuff, you know what you're kind of getting. But something like what Where Pepper does, that's definitely opportunity there. So, and there's a lot of fraud in returns too. People just buying shit and then saying they returned it when they didn't. There's a lot of things to look at. So speaking of Mike's Hot Honey, here we are.
Okay, yeah. Sweet and spicy condiment made by infusing 100% pure honey with chili peppers. I've had this. I
Have
love
you?
this. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, not only do I love Mike's Hot Honey, but my fiance is like one of these crazy pepper belly people who genuinely can eat the hottest stuff. And I'm pretty good. She's 100x me, you know.
No shit.
Oh my gosh, she's
Ah,
like, like she does some wild stuff. David, good point. Like the branding, like, is not
is
bad
hot.
from just the, picture wise. I'm gonna be curious to see what hopefully the package experience matches the branding on the photo, right?
Well, we're gonna have, I think, a little disappointment today on that. So there's two things. So we'll go through the customer experience first, and then we'll talk about the packaging. All right. So ordered 7:31, same day as well. Starting at 9. All right, Michael, that's
Yeah,
good.
okay,
All
good.
right,
So we're
that's
gonna
fair.
drop
We
down.
got a lot of Mike's Hots. I love
Dude,
this.
I'm a Mike's
Um,
Hot fan, you know.
Dude, I didn't even know about them until they, joined up. So hopefully I'm gonna get into it. They shipped it 8/1, so next day shipping. So great, awesome, love it. It delivered on 8/3, so it came on over the weekend, which will definitely make sense when I tell you guys how the stuff came in. So it definitely tracks. Ground service, 24.99 for the 2-pack. Those of you guys that are fans obviously know that price. And then I paid $6 for shipping. So I'm going to be super curious to hear how other people's experiences was or were. So I'm going to stop sharing. That's the story, lay of the land. All right. Hopefully my camera doesn't freaking drop on its ass again. So I will. So one thing, confession. I opened this box before we're on today, so you're going to get a little bit of a half-ass open box. And the reason is because it came in Amazon and an Amazon box, and I get enough stuff here every day, and it's Amazon. So it's like, of course, it's not one of the unboxings that we're going to have. And sure shit, it was. Right. I ordered it off the website, so I was at Mike's website, ordering it, bought it. It felt like I was just getting it right from their website, and it came in Amazon. Now I know that's an FBM shipment, and that is what it is. It's all good, but it just definitely wasn't experienced that or expecting that at all. So, Mike, sorry, I opened your box early, but this is how it came in. Okay. Amazon standard box here, a 10 by 7 by 5. Label a little ripped. It didn't come like that, guys. That's me. All right. And I swear I didn't mess around or do anything with this. This is how it is. I left it because I kind of wanted to try it. But I waited a whole week. So here's where we're at. It's Amazon, came in 1.8 pounds. Seems a little heavy, but maybe not. That's probably okay. And that's the deal. So go slow.
Yeah.
Any thoughts,
Yeah,
Jacko?
while you're tearing into it, I'll mention like I would love to know why he's shipping through Amazon, especially if you ordered from the website. That's very, very interesting to me.
Yeah.
Um, my
Well,
only thinking would be
and
like
I,
you paid the shipping and he wants the shipping and then he ships it cheaper with Amazon. But I don't know if it's cost effective. I was working with a brand yesterday and we were kind of going deep into this, but they end up paying more through their Amazon relationship. And people bounce from the website. So I don't know. That
yeah.
one's kind of funny to me. I don't fully understand it.
Well, William brings up a good point. There's a couple things, right? Amazon is the speed animal of the world. We know Amazon, right? They got it here on Saturday, right? Like USPS was not delivering this to me on a Saturday. Nobody typically is. Sometimes FedEx will, but very rarely, right? So that was a win in that case. Don't have to deal with two warehouses. Yes, and William, I'll
Yeah,
say the thing with that is depending on the type of warehouse that you're at, like I'll give example for Shipcom. We do FBM shipments. So what that means is I have Mike's Hot Honey with us and I can actually put the Amazon label on it and ship it like it came just like this. So
yeah,
certain warehouses can do omni-channel fulfillment like this, and then you can actually take advantage of that. But the cool thing about having a 3PL is you can then send your stuff anywhere, D2C, anywhere, whereas just Amazon is just Amazon. So anyways, that's here. And then we've got probably take a chunk, but it makes things easier for them logistically, potentially. Not keen on sharing that data with Amazon because they'll eat your business.
that's
That's
my
true.
thinking.
Yeah,
I'm with
100%.
David on that. You know, some
All right.
protective material, not bad.
I think we all expected it to come here. So what I'm curious about is you guys have all ordered this clearly because Mike is killing it, with the amount of people that already love Hot Honey just on this webinar.
Yeah.
Did it come any differently when you ordered it, if you remember, or did you try it at a restaurant or something?
I bought this stuff at the supermarket. Like I
Oh,
buy
okay,
this
cool.
stuff. Yeah. I wonder what the cost
So
difference is between me walking to the supermarket and what I end up buying, what I would end up paying in full from, buying it online.
yeah, it's true. So it looks like they just tied these two bottles together and tossed them in. So hey, that's the deal. That's where
Yeah,
we're
so
at.
I don't know, chat. Like for me, you paid for shipping, it came to Amazon. The timing was good, but then also you don't have like control over the branding and these and this
Plastic.
and that. And then paying for shipping, like just with the David, oh,
The
plastic.
plastic, dude. Yeah.
Uh, I mean, this is a tough one for me because I'm kind of at the same score I was with Pepper. But since Mike's Hot's so good, I'm gonna give him a 7.
Yeah, paper fill. I think, I mean, it's Amazon, right? Like, I'd love to just shit on Amazon if we can, when we can.
I love it. Nothing better.
Don't listen, Bezos. I'm just kidding.
No.
Um, but but yeah, I think like this is such, someone said it on the thing, like cool branding, like awesome shelf looking, like amazing. I do Heatness, right, as a brand, and when they pack their hot sauces, they're in like really cool, they've got like this little cool package that they come in. I just think there's could be something here, and it's relatively, pricey, I mean, it's
Yeah.
just $15 for one of these bad boys. So there could be something done here to leave a little bit of like, oh yeah, I bought this like really cool product. That's where I'm at. We got some scores.
Yeah, we got some
Uh,
fives, and that's okay.
yeah,
Jack and I are literally lockstep
you guys are killing it
for
today.
this whole
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Yeah. I'm gonna go just because it
Yeah.
was Amazon. I guess my thought is with Mike, and I'd love to chat with him if he's listening somewhere in the world, is do you expect a different experience on Shopify, like on your D2C purchase? Because I bought it off the website. I get it Amazon. If I bought it on Amazon, I'm going to get the Amazon experience. I don't know. You gain more margin typically off your Shopify site, but now it went through, Amazon. So it's just really interesting to me. And then paying for shipping too, I guess. If it's going through Amazon, why did I pay for shipping? So I'm a 5.6.
5.6. Okay, that's good. And that's pretty in line. We had some variability on this one. Also, no sweat, Garrick. But like we had all the way from 5 to 7.5. Typically, people are like, so there was some variability on like how the Amazon experience, I think, affected the score. I was a little bit higher, but we landed a little bit lower, 5.6. Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Let's rock and roll.
Michael's going 7.5 because he loves the product. It's my boy, Michael. Appreciate you. Alrighty, we've chatted a lot about this. We reducing shipping costs is something that we pride ourselves on at Shipcom. How can you do that? It's the packaging all day long, like especially now. So big, just if anyone's aware, UPS just announced they're launching this, I think in 2 weeks. They're raising all of the dimensional weights. So if you're an 11.1, 9.2 inch, 3.4 inch package, they're rounding that all up. So that 11 just went to 12, that 9 just went to 10, and that 3. So you just created a bigger box and you're getting charged at that rate level, right? So you have to be really careful about what boxes you're shipping in and be very mindful about that stuff. And that's something that we can do audits with. We can take a look at those types of things. And then shipping rates, right? Like huge points, for shipping, and taking advantage of 3PL's parcel rates, right? We ship a lot of product every day, so we get some pretty good freight prices. So I'd be happy to at any point take a look at your shipping data, and run some analysis and see if there's some opportunity for savings, and
Yeah,
do that kind of stuff.
feels like a perfect opportunity for our behind the scenes engineer, Chris. If you don't mind, would you drop Brandon's link to chit chat with him and his email in there as well, in case anyone wants to just shoot him a message, curiosity. Um, yeah, please,
Yeah,
love to chit chat with anyone.
there's some awesome comments in here. I love this group today. William, really good point.
Wonderful.
That's right. The D2C brand might have been out of some of that, so Amazon fulfilled it. And yeah, Sydney, you are right. They're offering some 3PL services a little bit, but they don't offer any customization. Yeah, that's one thing that's really tough with Amazon for sure.
Yeah.
Um, And yeah, super interesting. So we got one brand left. We got 5 minutes. We're doing pretty good with this shortened window. We're gonna land up right on time, I think.
Yep.
I'm super excited about this. This was a company called Old State Farms, or is called Old State Farms. Um, Ordered 731, same thing. They shipped it next day, ground shipping. Came 8.5 delivery, $15 for the product, 4.35 for shipping. So really good price point, everything all considered. It was under a pound. Zone 4 coming from Pennsylvania, so they're getting some pretty good pricing. And yeah, pretty cool. So 100% all natural maple syrup. I'm Canadian, so pretty psyched about this. Jack loves it. I might have to send him a box as well.
100%.
And
Um,
yeah, pretty
I'm
pretty
excited
cool.
about the I'm excited about this too because Old State Farm is like this is a town like 30 minutes north of Pittsburgh, and it's a part of PA that I know and love. So another reason. Look at how amazing this branded packaging is.
So right off the jump, everybody, we're getting dialed in here, and you'd think, oh, let's put this in another box. No, they just did an amazing job and stuck the label on the back end here, and we're good to go. Ground shipping, came USPS, and it's really amazing. Yeah, great shipper. Garrett loves it. I agreed, right? Small, compact, and now they offer different sizes of, I know if you guys go to their website and check it out, you'll be able to see what's what. So we'll get into this, but really, really cool. Um,
Yeah,
Go
it
ahead
is
while I
funny
open up.
while you're opening it too, right? It's like gosh, think about the hoops people are jumping through to put a box inside of another box because they feel like they need another box to ship the product, you know?
Right.
It's
Yeah,
so easy.
100%.
Stick the sticker on it, put some tape around it, and send it out.
Exactly. So I got this little in here, which is kind of cool. I think probably to not have any shifting of the product, which is nice. And then we've got uh, just a lot of kind of paper in here, just protecting it to make sure.
Every brand has
And
paper protectant today, which is
yeah, that's right. And then they've just kind of cardboarded it up as well, wrapped it up again, and then just a little sample size here, guy. So just a tiny little bottle here.
yeah, that's gonna be so good.
Cinnamon and vanilla infused pure maple syrup. Pretty dialed in here. I'll let everybody know how it went. So there we go.
Yeah, David, to
Not
your point.
really anything else inside, just for what it's worth. So
Yeah,
a little
throw a
lackluster
QR
in there.
code in there. The branding's so good on the box on the
I
outside,
think
you know.
I think if I ordered the 3 pack, they come like this in a bit of a more of a kind of a cooler design, and they'd like dial it in like this, but just the one sample size kind of came like this. So
Michael got me. Same. I mean, I went to UVM and still try to get my buddies who live there to ship me maple syrup during the fall so I can feel like I'm still up there. Um,
all right, let's score it up.
I'm
Couple
at a,
minutes.
I'm at a 7.5 because um, I started high. Uh, I started like this was one of those where it was so good. It's like where do you find areas to improve? And like for me, it's just like little things. Like if you're purchasing maple syrup and you're like the folks who are in the chat and like us, I'm buying more of it. So give me the
Yeah,
opportunity to get 25% off my next order, you know, and then I'm a
couldn't
repeat
agree more.
purchaser, So that's where I
Yeah,
come down a little bit, but I am like right around the 7.5, maybe an 8. I
yeah.
don't know, maybe an 8.
You and Garrick, you guys are dialed in today, so
Yeah.
we'll
Oh,
see how.
right as I say it. Okay.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm a 7, 8. I think I wouldn't go up to an 8. I think 7, 8. Yeah, I'm with David. I think it's good. I love the outside packaging. At the end of the day, like I feel like something cool came to the house. So, all righty, we got a minute left, so we're gonna be a little tight actually. So we got to work on our speed game here. That's my fault for jib jabbing too
That's
much.
good.
But this is just listen, we save brands money all the time. This is a brand that I've showed you guys before, but like if you guys are interested, this is freight alone, just $250,000 we saved a brand locally doing their own pick and pack warehousing. And these are some of the companies we work with. So we're gonna get Look on it here. We've had Heatonist on here. We're gonna get Look Optic on here next week, one of my customers. So you'll be able to see how we ship stuff and hopefully they do it good. And yeah, this is kind of overall of the things that we do. So removing barriers to growth, help save money on optimizing costs, right? With picking and packing and packaging, and then have a great customer experience. That's what we care about at Shipcom. Your customer, not we want you to be happy, but we want your customer to be happy. So ship it
Yeah.
out right, ship it out on time. I think the big winner today, right? Jack, give us the winner.
Yeah, am I gonna do my little rundown? I'm gonna go. Yeah, well, Mike's Hot Honey unfortunately came in third, although we really were
Yeah.
enjoying Mike's Hot Honey product. Ware
Yeah.
Pepper in second, and then Old State Farm. I mean, you guys deserve it. That's wonderful. Congratulations. Um, Thank you. This was fun. I don't know. What did you guys think? Was 30 minutes
Rapid
better
fire,
or
good.
worse?
I don't know.
Chad, thank you guys so much for coming. Grab, some time with Brandon, send an email to him if you want. Katrina, I'm so happy that you're here. I'm happy everyone's here. Um, wow. So we have Look Optics for next week.
Yeah, we got Look Optic and Stour, and who else for next week?
I will
Uh,
say my head is so weirdly shaped that I have used the like try on virtual glasses stuff, and
yeah,
was the one decision maker in me purchasing something online. So
yeah,
so I'm excited for Look Optic, and we're gonna have some fun stuff to talk about that next week. But yeah, I
they're a
thought
cool
the
brand.
timing was perfect, dude. You
Yeah, we
hit it
got it
on the
good. We
head.
did it. Yeah, we nailed it. It's all
All
good.
right.
All
Well,
right.
thanks everyone for coming. It was wonderful. Katrina, Michael, Clarence. Um, we'll see you next week. And I had a blast. And Brandon, thank you so much for doing this with me. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much. It's a good time as always.
All right,
All
brother.
right.
See ya.
Peace.